moving too fast. Got my foot up on the gas, full throttle till I crash. I'm back with a vengeance. You gon' see me end this. I will be ascending. I don't ever slack. I got my eyes on a prize. What I see for my life, I don't float, no I fly. Do or die, cause you gotta do or die. There ain't no compromise. Get ready for a fight.
Do you wanna see what you're made of? What if there was no one to save us? Would you leave it all on the pavement? Would you guide the ground with some stray blood? I just wanna find out my limits. I'ma put everything in it. I'm in this life to win it, and this is just the beginning. Do you want it bad? Do you want it bad? Do you want it bad? I'll fight till I collapse. I'll fight till I collapse. Till I collapse. My energy is unmatched. I don't get tired, no I don't get gas. I'm back, still working to surpass. Everybody getting past, on my way up fast. No slap. So watch out for me now. Everybody in this town will be looking at my crown. I got my knuckles all wrapped. Blood drips from the scabs, bloody fists from the jabs. Do you wanna see what you're made of? What if there was no one to save us? Would you leave it all on the pavement? Would you guide the ground with some stray blood? I just wanna find out my limits. I'ma put everything in it. I'm in this life to win it, and this is just the beginning. Do you want it bad? Do you want it bad? Do you want it bad?
Man.
Fight till I collapse.
What the hell is going on here? Glitching.
I'll fight till I collapse.
What up? What up? Can you guys hear me? Gypsy, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you.
Oh man, I'm glitching. I don't know what was happening, man. I lost all my audio.
Yeah, it looked good, but it went on long.
Did it? Did it stall?
No, it didn't stall. It went smooth.
Oh,
It's
okay.
some good intro, man. I
Oh,
like that.
thanks. Yeah, I made that up. I
I
don't
like
know
that
what the
gun
hell's
bit.
going on.
I like that gun bit. That looks sick.
Oh yeah, like that.
Is this NC? Yeah.
No, man. This is Toe for Life. NC Tyrant Hunters probably sleep.
Oh yeah. Big respect to you, Toe for Life. How are you, man?
Oh man, I'm living the dream. Somebody else's. I don't know what the shit is going on with my audio, man. Honestly, I don't.
Now you trust me, yeah. Visually, you look good, and you sound good. Like maybe it's
Okay.
just your end, but it's all good this end from like watching. Nah, I love
Just-
NC, man.
Yeah. Jeff's good people, man. He's one of my
He's a
best
good friend of
friends.
mine.
So
It's a
We just-
fantastic channel.
yeah. I just put a video out, one of me and his and Pepperoni Audits together. And
Oh,
that.
nice. I love pepperoni audits, man.
Yeah, Pepperoni's a trip.
You guys are running the game. So us in the UK, it's all about trying to be like the US, right?
All right. I mean, you guys got a whole different set of rules and laws over there, though, right? I mean,
For sure.
it's not completely like it is here, you know.
No, I mean you guys are more free, but we have good amount of rights here, and it's all about showing them and standing strong and not giving in to an authority state where the UK looks like it's going. And this is the issue I have when I'm filming. I stand my ground and I won't stop.
Yeah, I really don't consider myself like an activist or a cop watcher or an auditor, man. I'm just hanging out, man. You know what I mean? Like I hanging out with good people, people that I watch that have taught me a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you, man.
And I just got lucky. I got lucky, man. I got lucky on YouTube. I started doing these YouTube panels, man, and I got to know a lot of these guys out here on YouTube that are auditors and cop watchers, man, and we hit it off. We're friends. So every chance I get, if I hang out with them and they say, "Hey, let's go film," and I go film with them.
I get, and you know how you feel. I've got like 50,000 followers in all my accounts, right?
Mm-hmm.
I never thought I'd get that far. I used to just pick up the camera because I love it and challenge authority. I didn't realize I'd get this far. I'm similar to you, like I just film, hang out, chill. It's relaxing. It's like easy work.
It sounds like you just like walked away from your mic or something.
Let me get my other phone and I'll come jump again, yeah?
All right. So anyways, what's up, everybody? Welcome in. PD, what's up? Oklahoma, Jody Who for Officer Safety. Rogue Nation, what's up, my man? Big Man Audits, what's going on? I see my buddy Aiden's in here. What's up, Aiden? Claiborne, Horse Creek Herald, welcome in. Doc, what's up? One of my sons are in here. Rev, what's going on? Smoking Auditor, what's up? What's up? Yeah, I was actually watching the Real News Network and Caps in here. I was actually watching the Real News Network with James Freeman and James Madison over there. What's up, Slow? Yeah, I got you. But I was just waiting for them to go end their live so I could go live.
Like James Freeman, San Quinn, Brights Crispy, NC, they're inspiration, man. And they're very humble, and rest in peace to Jace the Real Camera. He gave me a lot of good advice. Had Disorderly Product News.
Yeah.
These were like very humble men, and they helped me a lot. And the US for me is you guys are the kings, and us in the UK, like we owe a lot to you guys. So I've got a good brotherhood of contacts from America, so I'm very proud and have a 30% audience from the US now, and I'm growing quicker. And NC Tyrant Hunter has shared so many of my videos. He's helped me so much, and I know he's got a few channels. He's got Jeff is here. He's got this one, and he's got NC.
Yeah.
But his main channel is so fire. I mean, he is just unbelievable.
He's a good dude, and a lot of people don't know him like I know him. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I know him on more of a personal level, and he's not that same person that you see. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's very humble, man, and he's very humble when it comes to he's a family man. Like his whole life is his kids and his wife, and
And he's got success, but he's helping others, man. Mm-hmm. Like for me, like I'm like probably top 5 in the UK now.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be. I consider myself a beginner. Like I'm helping other channels. And I come from a boxing background, so I've actually got a fight coming up.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah, and truth be told, respect, bro. So, like, I want NC involved, where I'm actually fighting the number 3 in the UK. He's challenged me to a fight, and obviously I've accepted. I'm getting in extremely good shape. and it's going to be a fantastic show for the audience. And I didn't want to come on here promoting. I just like it's coming up.
Shit, promote it. I'll watch that. Yeah, is it good?
Oh,
You
for
gonna
sure.
live stream? You gonna live stream it for free or what? I mean, what's going on with it?
There's a little bit of obviously I'm not gonna make people, but the option is it's $6 to watch it. August the 13th. This is my oldest son's birthday. It's a special day, and you're all gonna enjoy watching me display what I've got. I believe I will win, and my brother's gonna fight as well after me, because we come from a long stock of the traveller community here in the UK, and we originate from India, so we are fighting people through our blood, and it's honour for me. And this guy's challenged me. He's been very personal to Gypsy. I started 2 years ago, and he's been very, very horrendous, and I've let him talk, but now the fight's set.
Is this
Sorry.
just a person that fights, or is this
This
another,
is from the UK.
or is it another auditor?
Yeah, he's number 3 in the UK. I'm bigger than him in the sense of the activity that comes to my channel and the views, and he's jealous, so he's called me out.
Don't bullshit me, Gypsy. Tell me who it is.
It's Marty Blackburn.
Is it Blackburn?
Marty Blackberry. He's got like nearly 60,000 subs, so he's quite big here in the UK.
I thought it was Blackburn. I was gonna say what? Really?
No, the other fight with Blackburn that was meant to happen, I never did because he admitted I would win, so it's not a challenge. This guy, he's a big guy, but he will lose because he's underestimated my history and because I'm quite humble. I don't really like talking about my boxing background, and what I want to do is just display my skills, and the better man will win. And it's $6 if you want to watch it. NC Tyrant Hunter. I would love if he could promote it on his community page, because every time he shares one of my videos, it goes viral. It's up to him. He's a busy guy.
Send him an email, man, and I'll make sure he checks it.
I
usually he gets so many emails, man, and like
Facebook,
if someone tells,
easier.
yeah, I always have to tell him, hey, man, you check your email because somebody was supposed to email you, and then I'll tell him who, and then he'll go look, and he'll be like, oh yeah, I think I got it right here.
No, I do speak to NC on Facebook, like Messenger, quite often. And like I said, he shared maybe 20 of my videos on his community page. He showed me a lot of love.
Yeah, he does that, man. He's a good guy, man. I'm telling you.
He's a good
man. There's another good one that's one of the bigger auditors out here, and he's in the chat right now. Rogue Nation, man. Rogue Nation isn't. Yeah, he'll help you out, man. He's a good person.
He's helped me before. You guys are so good to me. Like, from Rights Crispy to Rogue Nation to NC to San Quinn to, truth be told, everybody, Joey Surreal, all these boys, they're so good at what they do, but they're so humble and they're an inspiration to me. So I'm not like sitting here going, I love everybody. I just see it how I say, and these guys, they're humble and I show it back. So, respect for sure.
Right. Well, what you guys do over there, man, you guys are setting the bar in the UK. So, we like watching. I like watching you guys.
Oh, really?
So, oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
We got a big channel here.
What's up, Jester?
So I'm really disturbed by the fact that someone that would speak up for people's rights is having issue with you, Gypsy.
Yeah.
If you're on the same page, right?
For sure.
That's really, really disturbing. Where we're fighting for the same.
Brother.
We're fighting for the same thing, but he wants more clicks and views and blah blah blah.
It's more than that, brother. It's like I'm a hard guy, really, but I'm trying to behave and be good. I've got 5 children, and I boxed, and I want to keep that behind me. But when I'm challenged personally, and you're challenging me on my past, because I've done a lot of prison time many years ago for very, very violent offences. Here in the UK, if you have a physical fight with somebody, you're looking at a life sentence in prison here. I
Damn.
had a bit of an issue with a guy. He had a gun. I had a knife, and I stabbed this guy 5 times. Went to prison, got 5 years. Come out, then did another 7 years for a fight, right? So what the issue is, Mighty Blackborough is creating a narrative where he's trying to make me lose subscribers. I've already lost 10,000, right? Over the 2 years I've been on YouTube, but I'm back. I've nearly got 20,000. So, you know, we're gaining them, and people love the Gypsy, and I love them, yeah?
Yeah.
So he's been personal for 2 years. I've let it go because for the greater good of auditing, I want to unite here in the UK to become bigger, like you guys. So what the truth is, he's jealous of me, and I didn't want to admit this because I don't want to be arrogant. The truth of the matter is, I am getting 10 times as many views as him every day, every week. I'm building momentum. I'm the first Gypsy auditor in probably the world, I think, because I'm full-blooded Gypsy, and I'm proud, and that's why my name is what I am. So, you know, accountability for all. I remember Josh, he shared one of my videos when I was on like 5,000. He was like, damn, you're making it hard for yourself, you know. Your name, you're causing a lot of, you're going to get love, but you're going to get hate. And he's so correct. But I've stayed to my name. My goal is whatever, but a fight's coming up. We're going to fight. The better man will win. And the best way is in the boxing ring to earn some money and give it back to the homeless. Whoever
There you
wins, I'm going to donate it, but I'm going to go to the streets, where I always do. Well, the real people, you know, everyone's a person. So when I win, I truly believe I will really quick. The money that's earned from people becoming a member to watch, every penny will go to the streets, and I will stream that live, and I will give back, and it helps me, you know, helps me more peace. You know, just having 5 children is not enough, and a good woman. You know, I want some peace, and my peace is giving back to the people that have got nothing.
So the unrest in the 1A community, or whatever you guys call it in the UK, unrest is the same as it is here, because it's kind of what I was getting at with the description. You know, Thursday night YouTube streets are getting crazy, man. Like just like the unrest that I've been seeing, man. Like with people, man, is just to me is just insane. Like, I don't know why people have to sit out here and talk about each other and talk about this one and talk about that one. Like, now I understand that if there's a pedophile in our midst, you know what I mean? Like, I understand that. Yeah, get rid of them. But look, man, if you don't like somebody, man, just don't watch them. You know what I mean? Like, but don't think that if they're out here, you know, doing something and standing up for rights, don't act like you're better than them. You know what I mean? Because they do it a different way, or they do it.
Be humble. Do you know what it is, brother? He's losing subscribers now. People are like, Gypsy's the better auditor. I didn't want this because I appreciate his work, and I respect the community. He's been doing this 10 years. I've been doing this 2 years, and by statistics, I will overtake him next year. Yeah. Now, I don't want to be arrogant, but he's got to the point where he needs to learn. And as a man, when you're challenged, the best way to do it is in a real fight. And that's what's going to happen. And he's going to feel it. But I've heard that he's pulled out of the fight already. I think he's scared. So
the eyes have to be on the government. We can't be having pissing contests with each other.
Exactly.
Right? I mean,
I get that.
Anybody that wants to have a pissing match or sword fight, you know, with another auditor, is there for the money. They're not there for
The real reason.
exposing government hypocrisy.
I agree. But I'm not here for that. I'm only here because for 2 years I've let him run his mouth, and it's got to the point where it's frustrating me now, and it's not affecting my life, but it's like I know I can win, so I'm just gonna bring him down a level, and then I've got like so many contacts now here in the UK and US that I will overtake him, but I don't want to. It's not about that for me. It's about going on the streets and helping, and fighting for our rights, because our children are growing up in an authority state, and here in the UK it's getting worse. I mean, look at lockdown and all of this stuff that happened, right?
Well, what's with the 5 block thing over there?
Oh man, 5G.
No, 5 block. Like you can only live within 5 blocks of your house, or 5, maybe a kilo. They wanna box you in like the Chinese box.
Yeah, but do you know why, brother? Because we're overpopulated here.
Well,
they're fitting everybody in.
Well, that's why they came out with that little thing that they put in your arm, because that's gonna.
They're getting the population down, but you know what it is.
Yeah. Then look at the Netherlands, where they're shutting down the farms.
For sure, but you know what it is, bro.
They're killing
the signs, brother.
Here.
It's the signs, brother, of, and I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist. It's the signs of World War III. Now let's look at it properly. China, whatever happened, whatever. The US and the UK were very strong together, and we got NATO. The thing in Russia, Ukraine, there's so much going on that we're not involved in as the people. They're doing it for us, right? Now, I don't agree to any stuff that's happening. I don't agree to go to my capital, London, and see flags that I don't represent.
Well,
we should be proud to wear our flag here in the UK. No one's proud anymore. The rights have gone. You guys in America are proud with your flag, and it's honourable. People that serve in our army, we're leaving them on the streets, man. It's a disgrace.
We have it here. I mean, we're bringing in 8 million people across our southern border, and who the F knows who they are, and we're giving them cell phones, we're giving them hotel rooms, we're giving them food, we're giving them Visa cards. That potato head that I don't want to be political, but
yeah, I get
you. We're doing all this stuff, and we're sacking our own country. I mean,
for sure, and we're forgetting about our great people. Like, look at the UK. Like, we're a great country, very wealthy country, and we've got our own people struggling through the system and in the streets. And not just that, the people that fight in the wars, the people that save people's lives, the doctors, the nurses. These people need more money, man. Like, people are living in poverty. All they're doing is work. Well,
they sacked a bunch of people in police, fire, schools, government, because they didn't get the jab, the Fauci sauce.
But how crazy?
And they haven't gotten paid back because guess what? It didn't freaking work.
For sure. And I started YouTube 2 years ago in lockdown, and I was filming around these crazy times with the authority, and it was very different to now. But I will say, here in the UK, it is crazy with, especially our prisons. Like, I film a lot of prisons here, and the authority they have, which is only inside, they seem to think that outside is their jurisdiction as well, and it's just challenging them and educating them, and the audience love this. So if my audience love it, I'll keep going.
Come on over here to New Jersey. They think they have the same thing.
Oh, I'll come there, man. I want to come to the US.
I mean,
And
Salem County, New Jersey, if you stand in a park and film the jail, they'll lock you up quicker than.
yeah, but what can they lock you up for, brother? Come on, public land.
I ask.
They'll find something. They try.
Ask two of the auditors that got locked up. It took them 19 months to get their cameras back.
Oh my! This is what they do in the UK, brother. Yeah, here they search you under the Terrorism Act.
Well, you have that, and we have something like that because of 9/11. Everything comes because of 9/11.
But look at this, brother.
See something, say something.
But look at this. So I mention this every video. There's been 6 people this year that have died in police custody from police officers. There's been no police officers that have passed away from public. Why are they wearing this badge relating to a charity for people that have passed away? What about a badge for the people that have passed away from their hands? And they don't answer this. The truth is, the police in the UK are a very big gang and they're very dangerous. And the authority they have.
Well, it is a government-sanctioned gang. So
for sure.
You have to say government-sanctioned gang versus like the Crips or the
Bloods.
The Bloods, right? Yeah.
The same here in the UK. Trust me. The knife pandemic. We have in police stations here in the UK. You have knife banks where you can hand a knife in. But if you hand that knife in,
yes, Madar,
I'm out of here. I'm not doing crime no more. The police can do you for handing in a knife. So they're telling you to bring it in, but they're setting you up to fail because they're like, bring in your weapons so we get them off the streets. But then they're like, they can charge you. It's crazy. They're contradictions, and it's a failing system. So is the prison system. I mean, your guys' prison system is worse.
I used to teach knife and hatchet merit badge in Boy Scouts. I mean, you can't have knives in the UK anymore.
You can, but you can get done for possession of a knife. You're looking at 5 years in prison for this.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy here, but you got to understand, London, our capital, there's murders every day. Trust me, there's a lot of murders here in the UK that don't hit the news. And I am covering these stories. I'm taking these forward. The Metropolitan Police, which are London, are in the worst shape they've ever been. They're in special measures, which means if they keep doing what they're doing, they're going to be shut down. And then people are rebelling, though. People are standing for their rights, and it's fantastic.
So
we need more unity.
So is an idea that the UN might pop troops in if they shut down Metpol?
I don't know. It's turning, brother. I think in the end, it's going to come to they're going to get the army, and then it's just going to be the army state. I don't know, man. It's scary times.
Put blue helmets on everybody, and then we're all okay.
It's crazy. I mean, look at when I first started, they were trying to find me for filming outside of my area. They wanted us in our areas. They don't want you.
You guys couldn't travel more than X number of kilos from your house during
in that
the
time, yeah. But I did, brother. I did because it's work. There was a way around it. If you said you were going to work, but the thing is, I never give in to demands. I don't like this stuff. I'm a free man, and I will fight for my rights. And I was in prison for many years through my mistakes, and they took my rights, but I've won them back. And in the prison system here in the UK, it's broken. The reoffending rate is the highest it's ever been. It's nearly 70%. When you go to prison, you come out, you're 70% chance of going back in within the first year. The system is broken. American prison system is broken as well.
Well, we have the highest number of incarcerated people
per population,
per capita, right?
Yeah. And
listen, it's an institution. I mean,
yeah, but this is the UK. It's the same thing, brother. Trust me, we follow you guys. Yeah, we will follow what you do.
Australia usually is first.
Yes,
what I
UK will follow.
and then UK, and then us, and then Canada maybe in between there. Canada is a shit show.
But you
What's
guys
up,
have
everybody?
the best country in the world. Hey, man. But
What's up,
the
Matt?
Sorry, man. But the US is the greatest country in the world, in my opinion.
Well,
and-
we still have our guns, so if they
Oh.
want to go freaking sideways with us on
Yeah.
the one side, there's 200,000 people that have guns in the U.S.
wow,
Right?
that's
I
a
think-
lot of people, man.
I think it's something like that.
Ain't there like for every adult U.S. citizen, there's like 3 guns or something like that? I think that's what what it boils down to, because so
that's
many
like
people
an-
got
that's like
multiple
an-
guns.
That's like an average, because I got
Yeah.
more than 3.
Right.
That-
But what
is
I'm
that
saying is
registered, though?
so they average it out to for every U.S. adult citizen, there's like 3 guns
So
owned by citizens.
my
Right.
pussy neighbor doesn't have one, and
But
would
can I
never
ask you
have
guys?
one.
Can I ask you guys a question? So say like you get a license for your guns, yeah?
We don't get licenses.
We don't have to license our guns.
So you don't have to.
No, only in in certain states, yeah, but
Right.
Not here.
but not
So
where
you have
I'm at
50
either.
states. You have 50 states, right?
Right.
Yeah,
And weed is legalized in certain states, right?
right.
Yeah, but you can't.
But
You can
federally,
grow
it's
that, you
not.
can have personal use.
Federally, it's not legal though.
Right.
Anywhere, it's
personal
not
use,
legal
though, right?
anywhere
But
federally.
the screwy thing is
It all depends on where you're at, Gypsy.
if
Right.
if you get a weed license, because you need
Yeah.
to be licensed for weed, you
Well,
can't
that's
buy
crazy.
a gun because you're taking quote
Right.
unquote drugs.
Is that what they're saying? Even though they're saying this is for like it can help you with pain.
Well, because it's a federal thing. Because you have to put in a federal background check. So if you lie on the federal background check,
Man, they're
even though we're
crazy.
not licensed, they still do a background check on you.
It's all control, man. It's all manipulating. Let's put it like this: if they control here in the UK, they do give people cannabis, so weed, for medicinal purposes. If you're in pain, and you can get that now, yeah. Why don't they just legalize it?
Well, you can buy straight off weed here.
Yeah, we can't do that here. You can
I
prescribe
mean,
to a doctor.
So it's $200 to a doctor-ish kind of thing,
Yeah.
and they sign off on it, and you get a weed card.
That's
and you can
crazy,
go,
man.
You can go to the cannabis store, and you can buy as much as you want. But
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's what they should do here. They should do
But-
that here, man.
But where I'm at, you can't get weed at all. Weed is illegal where I'm at, flat out.
Wow. And where are you, brother?
Yeah. I'm in Texas.
I love Texas, man. I want to come there.
and I'm in Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. I want to come to New York, Texas.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, you
I
don't-
don't want to get shot,
yeah.
though, man.
Yeah,
I'll
you don't.
I'll take you upstate. Don't go to New York City.
I've got to go to New York, man. I'll go to these hard areas here in the UK. I've got to come see the great New York and meet these great auditors. I mean, what's his name? Joe Cool?
He's down in Florida. Or
Chicago, yeah?
He's in
No.
Chicago.
Yeah, Joe Cool is actually out of Chicago.
But I love Joe Cool. I love Rights Crispy. I love Rogue Nation.
He's
I love
Florida,
Joey Surreal.
Yeah,
These
those
boys
are
are so
Florida.
humble, man. I want to come Texas. I want to travel the whole US. I want to do everything, but I don't want to go jail, man. So I've got to understand your laws more.
You get down. You get down the bowels of the country, like Alabama, Mississippi. They're gonna f with you as much as they can because they still think it's before the Civil War. You
Wow.
know?
So there's some states that are really. I know your prison system is crazy, right? It's very different in each state. Yeah, am I
Well,
correct?
that's because that's why we're called the United States of America, because each state has state rights. So
Right.
the 10th Amendment of or the 10th article of the Constitution says we can have different rights or different laws per state, but we have to follow the federal law.
Wow. So you have a sheriff, maybe, and then like a
Well,
per.
in certain areas, the sheriff has been diminished because he's an elected official,
Yeah.
and the state legislature has reduced his authority, and they've provided that authority to the police department, which is hired by the local entity. So in Pennsylvania, our sheriff just transports prisoners.
Right.
Yeah, but Pennsylvania is what do they call that? Oh Jesus Christ! There's a certain form of government Pennsylvania is considered, right? The state itself. It's oh shit, because you guys have magistrates and all that kind of shit that are like cops and right. Commonwealth, that's it. Keep her on the list. Put it in there.
Can I ask you a big question, brother? Yeah. How many prisons have you got in the US?
Oh God, I couldn't tell you.
Would you say 1,000?
Oh, many more than 1,000, I'm sure.
What, 10,000?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you, man. I really couldn't tell you, but there's a lot.
But your population is massive, right? You have like a couple 100 million. Right?
300 million, I think we are.
Do you think you're more? Do you think you're more than that? Like not registered people. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, there's millions coming in every month on the border, so
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy. Man. But see here, UK, we're saying there's like 70 million. Yeah, I think there's 80 million here. I think there's 10 million that are not registered.
Gypsy, I'm glad you're on here because I got a question for you.
Yeah, man. Fire away.
I've been meaning to ask somebody from the UK. So, do you get offended when you hear Americans say that we speak English?
No, I love you guys.
No, but I mean, do you think we speak English or do you think we speak American?
I think you speak English with an American accent.
You think it's just an accent, or I mean, because like everything we say is like there's a lot of the words that we have like triple meanings,
Yes.
Well,
I think you guys are more intelligent than the UK. I think America.
Oh, come on now.
No, I'm being serious because I really do. As a young boy, America for me is.
There you go. Just see someone answered your question for you. Let me pull it up. It's coming up on the screen. There you go.
So fanny means one thing in the UK, means another thing in the US.
Yeah, so basically, fanny here in the UK can mean like a woman's thing,
Yeah, right.
You gotta hang on. Let me.
And then lift and trolley and queue.
I think you guys are just clever, man. I think if you compared the UK schooling system to the US, I'd say you guys would win.
Let me help somebody out real quick, Gypsy. Hang on. Matt R., if you're getting an echo, you need to go the YouTube channel, whichever you was watching, Tyrant Hunter News or Toe for Life, and you need to turn that volume all the way down. You need to mute that YouTube and only listen to the StreamYards, what we're talking about. You should be able to hear us in StreamYards. Okay. There you go. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Gypsy. I just needed help.
No. I appreciate you letting me on. Listen, I always listen to you guys, and I'm a busy guy myself, 5 children, work and YouTube and whatever, but I always pay attention to the Americans, and I feel you guys, and I'm not just saying this, like nearly half of my audience is the US now, so you guys are showing me that love.
So did you see this number on here, Gypsy?
Yeah, I see, man. That's great. That's a lot. Here in the UK, we've only got like 164 prisons. I've done 90. I've filmed 90 prisons here. I'm nearly done.
Shit.
I'm completing the tour, and then I'll revisit them all. And then I'm going to be doing every police station in the UK, and then every job centre, every authority-based unit, and then I will be moving to a different category of auditing. I'll be moving on. I'll move to the next chapter, which will probably be, I don't know, cop watching, or I don't know, something different, because the UK scene is crazy. There's so many fantastic people, but there's no unity. And I've created a channel for Auditors United. I'm trying to bring everyone together. I have 20 auditors on my side, but I still need more because there's egos involved. What I'm saying is, let's put all that aside. Let's work together. Let's go mainstream. Let's make a change. Because the only way you make a change is when you're hitting people at home on their TVs. The real majority population has to be through uniting. And my plan, I feel, will work. But it's like, unless they can unite with me, my voice is not big enough on my own.
There's a saying, united we stand, divided we fall.
Yes.
And, my family came from the UK or from England.
Oh, really?
Out the M15, I think.
Whereabouts, brother? Do you know?
Out by Bath.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's quite...
In the Mendips.
From me, that's around nearly 100 miles. So I live very close to London.
I tried to drive out there, but you guys drive on the wrong side of the road, and I screwed the car up. So
it's crazy because we think you guys drive on the wrong side. You guys think we do. It's funny, man.
Yeah.
But I've got to say, the American auditors I speak to daily are very humble and very, humbling, and they would welcome you in their home. They're very similar to my community, the Gypsy community, where we show love to you, and you can eat with us, you can live with us. Like we're people, like we're a family in a sense, And I think that comes from the Christian country. I'm a Christian myself, so the UK isn't a Christian country anymore. But I feel like the US, I think your deep-rooted roots are religion, and I think it's a good thing, man.
That's why we were founded, because the English king, what was it, Henry? Was cracking down on the
Catholic,
on several religious groups. So some went to Massachusetts, some went to Jamestown, some went to Florida because of religion, right?
Yeah.
And that's still here, but it's being squashed.
Right.
I mean, the Bible's a good book. You got to read it.
For sure. I feel it every day with me, man. Every day. It gives me that wisdom.
There are people that believe, and if you look in what we're seeing over here, you were talking about the flags in London, right?
Yes.
The non, you don't have stars and bars. What do you call them?
Just like our symbols on our colours.
No, you're the British flag.
Yeah.
It isn't flying in certain places, but you have the stripes and rainbows and whatnot.
Yeah. All that silliness, yeah.
Whatnot. Well, if you were a Christian, you might have a problem with that.
I do have a problem. Yeah, I do myself. But then I can't speak on this, because if I speak on this now with this generation of silliness, then it's because I'm only 31, so I'm kind of in the 90s kind of generation where I feel like when I was younger, it was better, man.
Right.
Like I feel old, like my children, and I've got 11-year-old, and I fear for them at school because what they're getting taught is like it's normalizing abnormal behavior. I see it simple. So, a man and a woman. So that's how I see things.
Do you have Catholic school over there?
Yeah. Yeah. My children go there. Yeah.
And they're teaching that in the Catholic school?
No.
Oh, all right.
They stick to their traditions, but it's like in the UK, the fastest growing religion is Islam. So, I mean, I have a lot of friends that are Muslim, and I have no problem at all with that religion. The only issue I have is the UK's lost this identity where you're multicultural now, but you've got to the point where you don't know who you are because your country has molded to welcome so many people in
Well,
that it's lost its roots.
it used to be we were American, right? Now we're sectioned off into different groups where
Yeah,
the the the, the rainbow flying flags and we're the red cap wearing guys and we're the Bible thumpers
Have a
and
good night, Liberty Blair.
so
respect for more.
they're trying to divide us.
For sure, it's divide and conquer, brother. Yeah,
Yeah.
but the thing is, us the people, if we unite and stand strong, we can fight and win, man. Like it's the same in prison. I used to say to guys in there, we're in prison, fair enough, but we can fight for our rights in it. Like let's stand strong, man. Let's unite, and we can win. Like even in there,
Did you watch the Canadians during the traffic where the truckers were in Toronto? Not Toronto.
The convoys.
No, the truckers went to Ottawa, and they surrounded the capital, and they just blew their horns every day and just drove everybody crazy. You didn't see any of that?
no, I to be honest with you, brother, yeah, from my own eyes and my ears, I'm just trying to like stay away from TV. I just
No.
do not.
This TV didn't cover this. This was
No, they
all.
never do. They
This
never
was
do.
all on YouTube.
Oh right, I have to check this out, man.
And we check out where Trudeau, the premier president, wherever he is, basically seconded the bank accounts of truckers because they were occupying the city streets around the capital of Canada
All right.
in the snow. These guys were out there like ice skating in January with their kids, and the cops came in. I mean, it was a
I
real
got you, Doc.
it was a real shit show. I mean, a total shit show.
I'm gonna check this out, man. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, I've had some videos that you link up to me that I shared out, but and then we had one here in the U.S. that started in Gettysburg, where Gettysburg was one of the greatest battles of the American Civil War. We went down to Washington and circled Washington with trucks with flags, and then went back up to Gettysburg in solidarity with what was going on with Canada.
Can I ask you a big question though? Right.
Yeah.
So the US and the UK, we're partners, right? We are in a sense partners. Right? I feel like, what's your guys' views and opinions on the UK as an American man? What's your opinions on the UK?
We had the Magna Carta, right? And then we updated it with our Constitution.
Yes.
Because of Henry VIII.
Yeah.
And my opinion is we did it one better because of our founding fathers. But the problem is we don't have patriots anymore in government. So the documents that were written in 1776 and 1787 were written so that honorable men would follow them. We no longer have honorable men in government.
Do you believe that? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you believe since
Not
Donald
not in
Trump?
the current government for sure.
Did you believe in Donald Trump?
Trump was the better of two evils, I guess.
Yes. Yes.
So
Over Clinton, isn't it? Yeah, for sure.
you know, I like RFK Jr. He's saying a lot of good things.
If you want to keep your guns,
I don't know where he stands on that. And
I like his idea on vaccinations. That's roughly about it. I mean, he's talking a political game right now.
You're never going to take my gun, or I'm going to unload it into blank.
Do you guys believe that? Because there's a lot of narrative around the guns are evil, especially here in the UK. What we hear about you guys is the guns are so dangerous, they're causing murders. Do you believe it's actually causing less murders?
Hey, Gypsy, yeah. I've owned guns for years and they haven't shot nobody yet.
But then I think like it's protection of your home, your castle. I believe every man should be able to honor themselves and look after their family. So this is in a sense what you guys have, which is better than the UK. We here in the UK, if we defend our home, we could go to prison, man, for a long time.
We have something called the castle doctrine, where your home is your castle. So if you cross the threshold of my castle, I can shoot you dead, and I won't be prosecuted.
Wow! Here in the UK, if someone come in my garden now,
it still depends on which. It depends on what state you're in, what city you're in.
Right. And we had that discussion because we're 50 states, but here where I am.
So the majority. So maybe you have right-wing states, you might have left-wing, you may have central ground, right? Do you believe that Texas is a right-wing state?
Yes.
It's changing, though.
Well,
it's becoming the new California, I think.
Because they're all moving from California because they don't want the taxes.
I tell people I live in Austin, California, formerly known as Austin, Texas.
There you go.
Can I ask you guys a big one then? So you got 50 states. What's your biggest state in America?
Alaska.
So per population or just by the size?
No, by the
California.
size.
Right. So do you think in the elections this one has the most sway in who actually becomes the president, or do you reckon it's fixed?
No. The way a constitutional republic is set up is that you have an electoral college. Electoral college is based on the number of state representatives that you send to, or congressional representatives plus 2 senators. So if you have a higher population, you get more electoral votes plus 2 senatorial votes for each state.
So it's quite a long process between your guys' elections.
I'll send you the Boy Scout Citizenship of the Nation merit badge book.
I love it. I think you guys are so interesting.
I got another question for you now.
Yeah, fire it, man.
All right. So if a black person is born in the UK,
yes,
do they come out when they get older, or do they call themselves African or African British or British African?
Right, that's a big question. So in my opinion, if you're born in this country, you're English. You're English to me.
Right, but do they say that though? Is the question? Because I feel like the U.S. is the only place that says I'm African American or I'm Mexican American or I'm Chinese American. Do they really?
I'm British Jamaican, or I'm,
Oh, that's
like me. I don't consider myself English. You know, I may have a little bit of English in me, but I'm Gypsy, so I'm Irish. I'm Romanian. I'm a mixed breed. So.
But where was you born?
I was born in England, but I do actually consider myself British.
But that's where they tried to divide us, where
Yes,
they
yes,
kind of put us into boxes,
in categories, right? And then you identify, and then you end up
I just
falling
think,
into that.
I just think that's the stupidest thing. You know what I mean? Like, you were born
For
here.
sure.
Like, I mean, like this, I tell people all the time, like, United States doesn't have an identity. We've been around for how many years and we have no identity. Everybody's Mexican American,
You truly believe that?
African
You truly believe you've
American.
got no identity, yeah.
You know what I mean? And we speak English. Like, I don't believe we speak English. I believe we speak American. We
Right.
took English and we changed it. We changed it and we molded it into our own thing. Like,
Yeah,
Right.
I put my kid through
Right.
Spanish for maybe 3 years in high school or more. Plus, she minored in it in college, and she can't speak Spanish to a Cuban or to somebody from Costa Rica or somebody from Argentina. They all speak different Spanish. So just like we have dialects, I mean, if you go down to Maryland, you can barely frickin' understand people in Maryland that speak English.
oh yeah.
Or
Do,
somebody
do,
in
do you believe,
Louisiana.
though?
Like if you go over to Louisiana, they
Yeah.
have that French twang to them.
Yeah.
And in the foothills of the Appalachians, you can't
Well,
understand some of them folks.
to be honest with you, Chester, I don't know where you're at, but I mean, Pennsylvania has a lot of yinzers. You know what I mean?
Yenters?
Yinzers, yeah. Yins want to go up the hill, and here comes the cops, and
Well,
I'm about to buy a pop.
We have Pennsylvania Dutch here, which is actually Deutsch, which is German. So where I am,
That's crazy.
we have a German heritage. So like the Amish and the Mennonites.
Yeah, can I ask you? You just reminded me. So, we're talking about identity and our countries that are really going the wrong ways, yeah? I feel, though, that it can change. With unity of the people, the biggest audience is the children and the ones at home watching them TVs. Now, we don't watch TVs, I assume. And we were independent media. We watch the real stuff. It's going to take a long time to even get a bigger audience. I mean, Lackluster, Audit here in the US have got a big audience, but we need every channel to be like that. We're too greedy, I feel, in society where we only want to help ourselves. I mean, the US is different to the UK in a sense because you guys have shown me love. But I'm guessing if I didn't have as much momentum behind me, then maybe they wouldn't. But it's like people are only out for the money.
But the children aren't watching this; they're watching other stuff, right?
Yeah,
and they're
silly stuff.
And the educational system is being infiltrated by a group that doesn't believe in at least our Constitution. I think
that's so wrong. Like when you say that, it's so true. And in the UK, they don't even teach you about your rights. They're just teaching you basically do this, go to work, pay your tax, and that's you for life. Die young,
or put up a rainbow flag.
Yeah, but I don't stand for this stuff. Rainbow flag, I don't want this.
Mashery runs.
I don't want this stuff, man. I don't want my children saying, "Oh, the flag is this." The flag is what I thought it was when I was young. Just a flag, like the rainbow. When you're younger, you see the rainbow in the sky. It's just a rainbow, man. Nice colours. It's not like this movement that's so big now, and this algae thing is getting so big. It's everywhere, and kids want to be this, and it's saddened. It's so sad, man. It's not right.
Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you what it is, Gypsy. Period, man. People just need to stay in their own fucking lane.
Yeah.
Period.
Be what
period.
You want to be,
point blank. Yeah.
The kids.
Exactly. Be what you want to be, but don't
audience, man.
Don't bring it to me. Like You know what I mean? Like
Don't be coming for my kids.
yeah.
But you
Don't
know
come
when you're
for my
coming for
kids.
the kids,
And don't be
you're going
marching,
for the big population. You're
and
going for the
don't be
majority.
marching down the street saying I'm coming for your kids, because
Right.
what if you do? You're getting two in the brain pan.
But see, you guys, I mean, obviously, yeah, I don't believe I'm right wing. I believe I'm probably central. So I don't know where I would stand in the US, but politics wise, I did actually like a lot of Donald Trump, what he stood for. But then I liked Obama, but I didn't. I was kind
You
of in the
did?
middle with him. I'm quite weird how I believe. Like I
I'm a
liked Obama.
realist, bro. I'm not Republican. I'm not Democrat. I'm a realist.
Yeah,
I go with what I like. I don't go with a person that's a Republican or a person that's a Democrat.
yeah, because I believe that's the system failing. Like here in the UK, we have Labour and Conservative, left wing or right wing. Then we have a
Yeah.
central ground, which is liberal. But now we have rebellion. We have like independent parties.
If you
And I
talk
love it.
if you talk to all these analysts and all this other bullshit, all these people, I mean, they'll tell you, you know, all the middle ground and all that. To me, there is no middle ground, man. You
It's
like what you
called-
like, man, and you like the person you like.
It's
I
called
like-
the Uni Party.
Yeah, see, I don't want to call it a party. It's not a party. I'm a realist.
Yeah,
you
I
have
get
the
you.
I like-
rhinos, you have the
I like-
rhinos, and you have the left.
Yeah, I like
You
Bill
independent.
Clinton. I like Bill Clinton as a president, but I also like Donald Trump.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
hard, man.
so
It's hard.
tell me what political party am I?
I can't tell because you're everywhere. You're like me, so
Well,
that means that we don't believe in these people because they're all the same. So like
They are. They're all
rich,
crooks.
out
They're all
of touch,
crooks.
out of touch people. We need the real people in government. We need like I know it's probably never
It's-
going to happen. Yeah.
It
But-
starts at the bottom.
Yeah.
I tell people that it starts at the
It does.
bottom, man. If you want to vote, don't worry about voting for the president. Worry about voting for your fucking local, your local
Figure them out,
or
man.
your local city
School
councilman, school
School
board, and
board.
all that. Because them
Yeah.
are the people that are going to become the congressmen and the senators and the presidents of the future.
So,
You need you
So-
got to vote the right people in down there for them to
Yes.
move on up.
Before they're corrupted.
Yes.
Same with the police force here in the UK. The new they're employing so many in the Metropolitan Police, London, yeah, that they're recruiting so many young ones that they start good. They want to help people in their nature. They do want to do that, yeah, and they want to catch the bad people, whatever, put them in prison, and whatever, get justice. But then they get corrupted by the ones at the top.
dude,
You know?
the videos that I've seen from the UK for the Met police, half of them can't speak English. Or
It's changed, man. It's the new recruits. It's like from what I've seen, from the hundreds that I've done in the last year, it's changed massively wrongly again. So the head of the Met, they're rapists, they're sex offenders, they're paedophiles, and I can't sit there and say I'm with the police and I stand by what they're doing if they're coming out like this. But I'm not anti-police either. It's weird for me. It's like I can't stand for these people, man. And like these are meant to be helping us in a sense, yeah. That's meant to be their job role.
No, they
So different.
They have a job to do. It used to be the sheriff back in the day. Remember, Nottingham sheriff? You know, from the guy
Robin Hood. Robin Hood.
So
Yeah.
the sheriff was the original law enforcement, and he was elected. And the police were developed, at least here in the U.S., from what I understand. I mean, the history that I learned were the ones that went out and caught the slaves that ran away. So
How crazy is that? Just to hear what you just said, like the slaves. Like, why should we have slaves, man?
no, this was back in the 17, 18.
Yeah, but everyone's a slave.
The thing
now,
is,
brother.
there's more slaves today than there ever
Yeah.
has ever been.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
People are
there
slaves to the
people
government,
that
man.
don't even realize they're slaves.
Well, we're all slaves, ain't we?
Not
We're
well,
all slaves.
We're
But-
slaves.
tax slaves.
Yeah,
Well,
but we're
I mean-
free in the mind. We're free in the mind,
Yeah, we're slaves to that mighty dollar.
for sure. I mean, the dollar to you, the pound to us, yeah? We're all the same, but the more our voices are
You
heard
have the euro,
and
I
unity,
thought.
we can try and change something, man.
You have the euro, I thought. Are you
No,
back?
we have the pound here.
Not since Brexit.
Well, Brexit or whatever, man, I don't care. Like everyone, even mentioning the pound, right? People now, yeah, it's weird on the street. So I said like I might help homeless, yeah, people that are unfortunate. I might give money away or whatever. The homeless now don't want cash; they want card payments, yeah. So you're seeing people on the streets with card machines, and they're like, "Can you spare some change?" And they want you to put your card on there. Imagine that. How crazy that is.
They're that's because they want to get us off the paper dollar, like the fiat currency onto.
But then they can track you, man. They're tracking you more.
Right.
So it's all a tracking system again.
Yeah.
So it's like everyone just believes the government's doing good for us, yeah? But it's not true. Like, if I stand there now on the streets in London and I say they're not right, they're doing it, I'll get arrested, man. I'll get silenced. So I have to do it a certain way to keep myself out of prison, because there's many freedom fighters here in the UK that are in prison now. And it's an authority state. So I think like I have to try and show a balance on my channel where good, bad, and the ugly of the system. And that way it seems to be they're not shutting me down, because they're shutting a lot of channels down. Like in the UK, they're giving people CBOs, which means you can't actually step near a police station or a prison anymore. You have to stand at a distance. Now, I haven't got one of them, but I think that's 5 auditors now in the UK that have that. So they're shutting it down slowly, which is sad.
Oh man. Matt R, you got anything? You've been sitting over there quiet.
Matt must have fell asleep, or he's getting in my poker game I'm setting up.
Sorry, man, if I send you to sleep.
No. I'm just playing with him. Hey, some coins.
No, you can't see. The light's bad.
You guys are so clever, man. Do you know US? You guys are razzmatazz showbiz, yeah? And
King
even
George.
your auditors are
King
so
George.
clever, man.
Are you think so?
I truly believe the US. You guys are you're just. I copy. See, here in the UK, I watch a lot of American TV anyway. From a child, like they show us a lot of American TV. But my children, they're talking like they want to be American.
What?
It's funny, man.
You got a question on the board there for you, Gypsy.
Oh right. You can't cuss at the cops in the UK. So in a sense, it's a public order offence, which is Section 5, which, as a police officer, they should not be offended. They're meant to have a higher threshold while dealing with members of public, but they can still say, even if you cuss at them indirectly, you can do it indirectly, but you can't do it directly. They'll give you a warning after the first time. And if you keep doing it, then I think they can arrest you for a public order offence, but then you can go against that because they're not a member of public. Do you know what I mean? It's a contradiction to their powers. It's silly powers, man.
It's called
the bullshit. I always call it the bullshit.
What do they call it?
Public order offence.
Defiance of cop here.
Yeah, but
so it's disorderly or
contempt of cop.
Contempt of cop.
Well, if they're offended, but they should not be offended. Their job role is to deal with hard people, and a little bit of swearing at an officer if you're angry. Come on, they shouldn't be like arresting you for the silliness. There's better things to worry about than that. Well, they love people with cameras here in the UK. They want to trap you.
But they have egos, right?
Yeah, for sure. They're people. I get that.
And they have to put that down.
But that's a personal thing. That's a personal thing.
And what they here in the States, what I've heard is they hire low IQ people so that they can control them, like the people, so that they can tell them, put those people on those boxcars if they need to. Right? You know what I'm saying? Brown shirts.
It's like UK, you have your upper class,
Uh-oh.
the lower class.
We lost your mic there, Gypsy.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got you.
I believe like the class system, the upper, the middle, and the lower. I believe like you have advantages where you're born, and I hate like judging people. So, but this UK is their judgment. So if you walk in certain parts of London that are very wealthy, you will get judged differently if you're not living there. Like the way they come across the police, it's just very strange, man.
But what about out in the country? Like
They're worse.
the cops are worse out there?
They're horrible. The cops here in the UK are horrible, man. They really are. I mean, in London, they got guns now.
Well, I was up in Chelmsford.
Oh, right. Essex way, yeah.
And that was 20 years ago, maybe 30 years ago. And it was a nice, quiet little area.
Yeah, it's not like that anymore.
Yeah, Gypsy, we lost your mic again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got you.
Sorry, guys. It's this
Got
internet.
an echo
here.
though.
Crazy. Echo?
Got an echo. Yeah.
Oh, let me
somewhere.
Come back.
What's up, journalist Red? Welcome in. Anyways, I like to say welcome into a few people since I got a break here for a minute. Journalist Red, Oklahoma, Aiden Upson, Kat, what's up? Who we got? Johnny Bravo, welcome in. Motor City Maniac, what up, bro? Ex Bootlicker, welcome in. Wandering Hippie, I know he left, but I seen you, Hippie. You guys are all awesome, man. Thanks for coming. I just threw together a stream, man. It wasn't nothing special. We were just hanging out, man.
We're talking about the differences between the U.S. and the UK, and the similarities.
Gypsy came up, and so that's where the panel kind of went off to.
And I'm sorry if I'm taking over.
No, man. Hey, look, I do not discriminate against any good conversation. You know what I mean? If we got a good conversation.
Yeah, and that's what it has to be, good discourse between.
All right, Gypsy. Gypsy's going to go, man. He's got to get to work. It's 5 a.m.
Okay.
But, yeah, kind of, man,
Thanks,
my
Gypsy.
thing was really, man, was just, man, all the what do you want to call it? Just in the 1A community in the U.S., not in the.
Well,
I mean, Gypsy, they got their own problems, but like everybody, like all this pushing and pulling, man, and everybody talking about everybody and all that, like, man, like get over it, man. We're supposed to be going after one goal.
Yeah.
Like, why is everybody going after each other? It doesn't even make sense to me.
And I haven't seen any French people on here. I've seen Canadian people on here talking, but not in a panel. I'm sure the Germans have people that are on the same mindset. The people from the Netherlands, the Poles, Italians, and we just haven't extended the community out to them.
Right, but I mean, it still doesn't the breakup in the 1A community right now. Like everybody's talking about everybody. Like it doesn't make sense to me why it has to be like that. And I've said it 100 times. If you don't like somebody, just don't watch, man. But you don't have to sit there and talk about them. Like, and opinions are like assholes, man. Everybody has one. They all stink. So you thinking that someone is in it for the clicks and the view. That's your opinion, man. You might think somebody's in it for the clicks and the views, but they got 100,000 subscribers. Well, guess what? 100,000 people don't believe they're in it for the clicks and the views because they wouldn't be subscribers, would they?
Right. If they were smart. Right.
Yeah. And look, don't get me wrong, man. If you think that people that have 100,000 subscribers or whatever, even people that have 5,000 subscribers, no, I don't delete them, Adar. But if you think that those people ain't happy to get a couple dollars here and there, man, you're fucking wrong, dude. Like, people are out here putting videos up, man. That shit is not. Look, I got the cheapest shit in the world. Like, I work with the cheapest stuff in the world, and I've been looking at GoPros. I've been looking to buy a GoPro. I've been thinking about buying a GoPro. That shit's not fucking cheap, dude.
Well, you also have to look at the risk, right? So, like, if you were to buy a business and you put the risk into the business, you're risking your livelihood.
Everything.
By going out and documenting. And it's not like mainstream media is doing this for us.
Nope. You're right. Sorry, just stumbled in here, but you're right on that fact that that it is a business. So yes, I'm exercising my rights, but I'm treating it like a side hustle, like a business, if you know what I mean. So I bought the gear and I bought the software, and I'm considering it a business expense, if you know what I mean.
And if you look at Long Island audits, the state cop throws the freaking phone. My phone's worth $1,000 freaking dollars. He throws it across the parking lot. What the fuck is up with that?
Right.
Thinking it's a gun or something that's going to hurt him. Well, yeah, it's going to hurt him because it shoots 60 frames per minute.
And that's what I'm talking about. So, like, if you look, man, if you can be monetized and you can make a couple bucks, dude, and I'm not hating on you one bit. And if you got people that support you, because I don't call like, I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, my fans." You know what I mean? I don't consider people fans. I consider people supporters. And if you got people that support you and they send you money, they grown ass fucking people. Well, they know what they're sending money. They know who they're sending money to. They're growing. So who is someone else to say about somebody sending some money?
Just capturing the video, putting it on the cop's Facebook website, right? And then the views from the people that live in the community should get views.
Right.
If you can monetize that, they have to be exposed. If they're doing wrong,
But my whole point is why do people seem like that it's why do people seem like that they have to call somebody or think down on somebody because they're getting monetized when they, like I said, when they have to buy gas, when they have to buy, when they're buying cameras and shit to go out and do this and film and all that shit ain't free.
Like you said, no drama. I mean, I am not for the drama. Between the auditors. I mean, the whole thing with Chile and Ironton Auditor and the some of the folks in Texas with Justin Pulliam.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing though, is like, I am a firm believer that if you're not on that, then don't worry about it and stay in your own lane and don't subscribe to those people like Chili.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Change the channel.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of Chili. Since the first day that I seen him, I knew something was wrong with him, and that's me personally. Now you may feel a different way, and I don't have a problem with that. But I seen something wrong with him. I thought there was something wrong, and guess what? I don't subscribe to him, dude. I don't fuck with him. I don't, whatever. And it's the same way with some of the people that you're talking about. Like I've never been a fan of Justin Pulliam. So guess what? I'm not subscribed to him.
Yeah,
Not saying that he's doing bad things, but I don't subscribe to him. So if he's got 40,000 subscribers, I'm not one of those. You know what I'm saying?
And took me a couple months to unsubscribe here and there for certain people that, some of the California guys go out and harass citizens. I don't really like that. So I just don't watch them. So
there you go. It's that easy, man. Just don't watch. Why do you have to? I don't get why people have to sit up here and talk about everybody, man. And it just doesn't make sense to me, man. It doesn't. It really doesn't. And I get it, man. Some people out here, man, they have nothing fucking better to do with their time. But you know what? I might be on YouTube and hanging out with people on YouTube and all that, and I might be Toe for Life, but Toe for Life's got his own life. You know what I mean? Like I got other shit going on in my life.
Right. Well,
I don't.
I go out and do the stuff that I'm an armchair quarterback.
Right.
Because I don't leave the house without carrying. So I don't want to get hemmed up for screwing around, first day and second day, and committing some sort of unlawful felony. I know my post office, the one that I have, has signs up in it that says no cameras. I'd love to go over there, but I would just go fucking batshit crazy on them, and I'd probably get hemmed up.
I mean, you get. I don't know how much filming you've done, but I mean, there is. You do get an adrenaline rush out of it. I'm not gonna lie to you about that, man. That's why I like filming with other people. Right. I kind of feel like if I was by myself. All right, Matt R.
The only ones that are close to me are Southeast Pennsylvania, and a new woman that's up in Bucks County.
Who's that? That Riot girl or whatever?
Yeah, Riot. Yeah.
Yeah.
She just got hemmed up in Allentown.
Yeah, I think had seen something about it.
But that's only the ones that are close to me. And PA has some freaking crazy laws about capturing voice in public.
Oh, like video of kids?
Just any sort of public conversation. When I looked on the
sounds like they might be confusing it with two consent versus one consent for phone recording.
But the ACLU website for Pennsylvania says you can't capture voice in Pennsylvania. Now, I don't believe everything I read on the internet, but the ACLU would be one that I would more trust over others about private conversations in public.
I mean, you can only go as far as you can and challenge what you can challenge, but obviously, that's something where, that is where if it's captured in public, it ain't my fault I captured it, just like I saw you, I filmed you there. It ain't my fault you were there. If you didn't want to be seen in public, put a mask on,
And the other thing is, it's federal property. So does Pennsylvania law apply to federal property? Because this thing called Poster 7 on the wall right here says I can do this. So
Yeah.
That would oversee, because most post offices are considered, if I understand it correctly, federal enclaves. So they
right.
really shouldn't even be calling your local PD. They should be calling up. If they're going to call anybody, it's the postal inspectors or somebody federal like that. Not.
FPS.
Yep.
FPS or
Yeah.
Homeland Security or something like that,
Yep.
unless they have a memorandum of blah blah blah.
Exactly.
And
I'm sure that's subject for every different state too, though.
no,
Subject to change for every
no,
state.
nope. Federal property is federal property. That's higher than state.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
That's the hierarchy of the laws. But yeah.
and it's a CRS 1842 something CRS or statute that conduct on postal property is defined by the federal government. So once they come in to the post office, they have no jurisdiction. So if they were even to hem you up, they can't do anything to you once you get to the magistrate because they're out of their jurisdiction. But the magistrates around here don't know shit. They don't know the law. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you'll do the ride, but not do the time.
Yeah, I know. I just know it's weird. Like down by my aunt, where she lives. She lives in southeast Pennsylvania, and she lives in an old coal mining town. And
That's not southeast. That's central.
that's no, it's southeast.
No, we don't have coal mines down here.
Bullshit. My grandfather was a coal miner his whole life and died of black lung, brother.
Well, not in southeast. I'm talking about the geographic area like Centralia.
Well, I don't know if you call my aunt lives about 60 miles southeast of Pittsburgh. So
oh, that's southwest.
Or yeah, southwest. I'm sorry. What was I thinking? My bad.
Sorry, we don't have coal mines down the southeast.
Yeah.
That's where I am.
I went east and west wrong. That was my bad. But yeah. But anyways, I just know that like they're magistrates. Like a magistrate in Ohio is like a duly sworn judge, but not really a judge. Right. A magistrate in Pennsylvania, they carry guns and have a damn cop car.
Yeah,
it's weird. Just weird shit.
We have constables too.
Yeah.
That serve warrants.
So one thing that I've been doing, especially recently, speaking about filming in public, is when people say I have rights to privacy, I say, well, tell me, why do you make sure you always put clothes on before you leave your house? To create privacy for your body. It's the same thing for your face, technically.
But see, to me on that though, blind man, is that that whole deal is just because it's not illegal, dude. It's a moral thing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like I've said this time and time again. If somebody tells me they don't want to be filmed and they're standing off to the side of me, and I'm in some place and I'm filming, I'm not going to film that person because I'm going to give them respect. You know what I'm saying? But if they walk up in front of my camera while I'm filming and I didn't film them originally and say I don't want to be filmed, then you're a dumbass. You know what I mean?
Well,
but
I agree.
I hate when I see. And this is just my opinion, and opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got them, and they all smell. But my opinion is, I hate when I see an auditor when someone's off to the side of them, like sitting down in a DMV or post office, and says, hey, please don't film me, and they automatically turn the camera. Well, why you don't be talking to me if you don't want me to film you? Da da da. I think that's bullshit, man. And to me, morally, that's not right, man. Like, give people respect.
Well,
Of course.
You know what I mean?
the other thing is pointing up at the cameras that they have in the facility.
Right.
Like, I go in and buy a fitting at Home Depot. I'm on camera, at least in my Home Depot. Like, I walk down the aisles, I'm on camera, taking pictures of it. Walking out, I'm on camera.
Right.
You know, people in their cars have dash cams. I'm on camera. We have traffic cams. I'm on camera. Well, why is mine any different?
That's true. And like I said, I get it. I get it and I understand it. But like I said, me morally, it's to turn my camera at somebody because they asked me, please don't film me when they're in public. I get it, and I don't have to turn my camera to them. I can be like, hey, you are in public. I could film you, but since you asked, I'm not going to. That's how it should be. You understand what I'm saying? Like, morally, like, where are we going in this country when you turn your camera and you be, well, if you didn't talk to me, I won't put you on camera. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like, that's flat out disrespectful.
Respect.
And like the wrong, you take that to the wrong situation in the wrong fucking town and on the wrong side of town, and you catch an ass whooping over that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Respect for people that say, I just don't want to be on film or on
camera, on your camera.
That's one thing. But when they come up and start harassing you, fuck them.
That's exactly, and that's what I'm saying. There's a difference between them coming up to you and getting right in front of the camera and saying, I don't want to be on camera, or when they're sitting in, like I said, the DMV or something, and they're off to the right side of you and you're not even in your frame, and they say, hey, can you, I don't want to be on camera, so can you not?
But if they say, I want to whip your ass, you definitely want to have that on camera.
Well, yeah, right, yeah, or don't put me on camera, I'm gonna kick your ass, then I'm gonna turn my camera towards you. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, right. But I'm just saying, out of respect, me personally, and like I said, opinions are like assholes. But I'm not gonna film them. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be like, all right, don't worry, man, I got you.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try not to put them on camera.
Oh, I agree. I'm not disputing that at all. It's a fine line sometimes.
Yeah, just because it's legal doesn't mean it's morally right.
Yeah.
What's up, Cindy? Welcome in. But go ahead. I'm sorry, Blind Man. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I always like to make that a known thing, because and I watch people that'll straight, and I got friends out here on YouTube that will straight turn their camera on somebody like that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I cringe every time, and I just go, "Oh man, really?" So I don't. Man, I look at the person, man. I don't look at their actions, man. I mean, they do what they want to do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Believe me, I understand. Sometimes you kind of have to wing it in the moment. It depends on how shall I put this? It depends on how aggressive the other person gets too. Because if they get really aggressive on me like that, or start encroaching in my space, then I'm definitely gonna film you. But if you're staying away from my space, then I'm probably gonna keep the camera away as much as I can. So you kind of have to play that by ear each time you run into that kind of scenario sometimes too, and you can't always react fast, if you know what I mean.
Right.
And you can always blur it out with a video edit, right?
You could.
So
you could, but how many do that? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I've done it with. I've tried to do it with. If I had ever caught kids for more than maybe a second or so, I do try and blur them out if I can. But I really try and be careful not to catch kids in frame, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I was trying to. When I was filming at post office when I was with Great Lakes Audits,
Mm-hmm.
and we were filming at post office, and there was a kid in there, and I kept trying not to film him, so I kept lifting the camera up real high,
Yep.
and trying to go over, and then I'd bring the camera back down, and I look at the live stream, and they'd be like, "Toe, you had him on camera," and I'm like, "Shit," because I was trying to keep the kid off camera, and I even told his dad, I was like, "Look, man, I'm not going to film your kid," and
Right.
But see, that was a respect thing, you know what I mean? Like I could have filmed this kid.
Yep.
But I didn't, that was all a respect thing, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't there for him or his kid.
Agreed.
It was a revisit. I'll be putting a video out, I don't know, probably next week sometime, I don't know. But it was a revisit from when CRA got accosted at that post office.
Oh yeah, I remember when he got accosted there.
Yeah, and that's why me and Great Lakes went there. It was just kind of a revisit to see if they learned their lesson.
Okay. Well, good to know then. But yeah, definitely. I try to keep especially kids out. But yeah, it's just you kind of have to play those situations because if they're getting like aggressive or getting into your space, then I'm not going to care about keeping you off my camera.
Cindy, the thing is Aiden wasn't trolling nobody tonight until you showed up. Now Aiden's gonna go. Here we go. So yeah.
Yep.
What's up, Joko? Welcome in.
All right, I'm off to bed.
All right, man. Yeah, it is late, right? For you, it's what, 12 o'clock, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Blind Man, we're still a few behind you. I'm an hour behind you. Blind Man, I think, is 2 hours behind you.
Yep.
Yeah. Hopefully, I added something to the discussion.
No, you did, man, and it was great that Gypsy showed up.
Yeah, I always like talking to Brits, and hopefully we get somebody from France and Germany in here, Netherlands, Australia, to know what the hell's going on over there, because we don't get the news, like what's really going on.
Yeah.
So
I'm a fan of Blackburn Audits. I don't know if you know Blackburn Audits over in the UK, but I haven't seen him do much lately.
I watch AB.
Auditing Britain, yeah.
And then the one guy that has the drone that he flies, I think it's PJ.
I don't know that one. I don't know that one.
PJ Audits. He flies drones over government property, and he basically tells them to go fuck off.
That's not Transparency UK, is it?
No, it's I think it's PJ. He has a long beard with like braids in it. You would remember him if you saw it. It's like they have the same laws over there that we have over here. If it's under a certain size, you can fly a drone anywhere.
That's what she said.
I thought you were talking about facial hair laws or something, but okay.
What's that?
Facial hair laws? I'm joking.
No, I was talking about drones.
Okay.
All right. Ciao.
All right, Chester, man. We'll talk to you, man. Thanks for coming up.
Yep. Thank you.
Yep.
It's always a pleasure. You're always welcome here, brother.
All right.
So what's up, blind man?
Oh, not much. It's the same old for me, you know.
Yeah.
My normal thing.
Seen anything good lately? Oh, never mind. You knew that was coming, right?
Yeah, I knew that one was coming. Yep. I will say, I think the worst experience I've ever had with a cop ever was probably in Germany. That was probably the worst experience. I was in Germany for like 3 weeks and I was detained like 5 times. So, yeah, interesting experiences to be had there. I don't know if some of the same laws apply or not, but I just played along because it was before I knew about
The guy that lived in Santa Barbara?
Yeah, he lived right next door to Black Wheat Chow.
What the hell?
What's going on?
With an electric transmission.
Now,
Yeah, find out who you're talking about.
I was living in the trailer park at that time. I'm having a hard time seeing you. I got to glare off the light.
Right on.
Glare?
My
I
screen's
thought that was
cracked.
me.
It's still got glare, but yeah, stand on the other side. How come you're not using your other phone then? Oh, there you go. Hey,
Hey, guys.
What's up, guys?
my twin brother. No, I was living in the trailer park when it was trailer park. So how you guys doing tonight?
All right, man. Just wanted to have a quick live stream, man. What about the SSI? What do you want to know, Oklahoma? Because I'm not on SSI. If that's what you're asking, I run my own business, so I don't know nothing about. If you're asking about monetization in SSI or
county building.
I think he's asking. I think I want to say Oklahoma's probably asking about the monetization and being on SSI. Are you on SSI, blind man?
Nope.
You're not on disability? Oh no, blind man, you got a job. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot.
I'm a hard.
I'm drawing pension, so they won't touch my pension.
Yeah. So I mean I don't know how guys that are on SSI are monetized, how they get around it. I don't know. I can't answer that.
So the federal courthouse is the big old building they put there.
Who's talking in the background? Somebody talking? Your brother talking in the background, Joko? Yeah. We're hearing this whole phone conversation. But yeah, shit, the Bedford. Let's see. I'm gonna wait and see what Oklahoma says. I think he was going back to the whole spiel about monetization because I just don't feel like it's wrong that any auditors monetize. I mean, in all rights, when it's all said and done, we're content creators. I'm not monetized. I mean, I have the subscribers to monetize. I just don't have the watch hours. But I mean, if YouTube says I can monetize, I'm gonna fucking monetize. I'm not gonna lie about it. I mean, that would be stupid for me not to. I mean, I got a family. I got rent. I got a house. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. And I don't get a whole lot of donations, but when I do, I mean, it is what it is. Nightbot drops my donation link in my chat.
Yep. Exactly.
And no, I mean, Nightbot drops my my donation links in the chat. But that's not fucking e-begging. I'm not e-begging. But if someone feels the need, like they like my content and they like what I do and they want to help, that's fine. I'm not going to say no. You know, that's like me going out tomorrow and doing an electrical job and telling people, no, I don't want fucking paid for it. You know what I mean? That's dumb. Oh yeah, man. Hell yeah. I get my shekels. I don't care. I mean, the people that sit up here and say that shit, dude, that's just stupid to me. It doesn't even make sense.
Yep.
Like
and they're making their money from our content too.
Yeah, and the troll community or whatever, watchdog community. I mean, there's all kinds of names for them. Frauditor community thing and all that. Like, they take the content from the auditors and they do what they do, and then they make money off of it. They make shekels off of it, but then talk about how the auditors are getting donos and this, that, and this, that. And it's just like, really? Like, now, one thing I won't do is I won't like hold live streams for people's, like someone gets arrested, let's bail them out and all that. I've been on YouTube long enough to watch and see what happens when you do that kind of shit. And it always ends bad, dude. Like, in the end, it ends bad. Like, either somebody's, getting screwed, or this person that you're raising money for, you come to find out that they were a pedophile 25 years back. You know what I mean? Like, no, I don't do it. You know what I mean? Like, I'll help you out. I might donate $5 to your bail fund. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to hold a live stream. That's how it is. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Running a live stream and doing a live stream for funds are two different things.
Yeah.
I mean, I just launched channel memberships, but it isn't like it's an expectation that you become a member. If you're still watching the videos and subscribing and sharing, that's cool by my book. If you want to become a member, that's great as well, but it's not an expectation that you become a member to enjoy blind man audits, if you know what I mean.
And these people that are members and these people that are subscribers to your channel are grown motherfuckers.
Yep.
They have their own money. They have their own bank accounts. If they want to fucking give you $5 or $25, that's their fucking business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So who is anybody to sit up there and talk about somebody giving somebody money? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's none of your fucking business.
Yep.
It's none of your business who I donate to. I'll tell you who I donate to, but it's none of your fucking business. You know what I mean?
I donated over a couple grand to someone.
Yeah, I mean, and it's nobody's fucking business, really, Joko. Honestly, that's your fucking money. You made it. They didn't, right?
That's right. But that was a year ago.
Yeah, Angela, she's good. Why? She's good. She had to run to San Antonio and take her son to San Antonio, but she's good. But I'll tell her to get a hold of you. But yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, that's your fucking business. You know what I mean? Like, I go out and make my fucking money. That's no one's fucking business. I go out and make my fucking money. And if I want to give my fucking money, I'll tell you, I'm a member on NC Tyrant Hunter. I'm a member on Big Man Audits. Yep. I used to be a member on Chuck Bronson. I used to be a member on Amagansett Press, even, believe it or not.
I was a member on like 7 different channels, but since I bought them down, I had to back out of it.
Right. And
But,
I'm a member on
and
Lackluster.
they know that. They don't make you sit there and fucking, you got to continue paying. No, they don't make you do anything. That's
Right.
each and everybody's individual decisions. And people go in and they do it, back out eventually, and more people come in. So it's not a one-way street. It's a continuous street both ways.
And I donate, and some people don't like this channel. Some people are don't understand the channel, but I donate a lot to Clash with Bow. He's probably my biggest. I donate the most to him. But that's my guy. Like, I watched Bow when he was a cop watcher, and now what he does, I like what he does now. You know what I mean? Like, it's entertaining to me. So,
Yeah.
like, I show him love by donating to him.
Yeah, I watched North Carolina Tire Hunter for a long time. He was one of the last ones I bowed out to. That was my last one.
Yep. I've been a member on
I
Jeff's.
don't get accused for being a bad person for bowing out. I mean,
No.
shit. You only can donate so much sometimes, and when you hit the bottom line, you got to pull out. You can't continue and bounce your fucking bank account for another
Right.
$25 fucking. You know?
Oh yeah, it's easy to have a whole bunch of those subscriptions and then be like, oh shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
easy to have a whole bunch and then be like, oh
I
shit.
need to go back and get my money back for last month.
I mean, I won't.
Some of the channels, they do advertise. They'll give you your money back for the last month.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter.
But it's not an issue. So
yeah, I don't honestly. Oklahoma, I see what you said there. I don't know. I've never asked him. I ain't all up in his business like that. You know what I mean? Like, we don't talk about that, and so I'm not all up in his business. So that would be something you'd have to ask him. I'm sure he's got some way, or there's a way to do it. I know he don't make what a lot of people think he makes on YouTube. We're talking about NC Tyrant Hunter. But
yeah,
he
he's
don't,
had to back down because of his court cases and bullshit.
well, and he's physically too.
Yeah, his health. Yeah, he can't take the heat.
He can't take the heat.
They're hitting fucking heat wave out there right now. My boy lives out there. That's where I was last year, back in June and July.
Yeah.
I didn't go up and see Tyrant Hunter. He was like 4.5 hours or 5 hours away from my boys. My boys down there by the military base, Jacksonville.
Oh, something just flew on my fucking neck. I don't know what it was. And you know what, Aiden? You don't have to, man. Just by seeing you here and being in my chat the whole time, man, that's good enough for me, bro. You don't ever have to. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. Like right now, I haven't been donating to nobody, man, because after I went to North Carolina and then to Ohio, my money's been funny, bro, ever since. You know what I mean? Like, I spent a lot of money doing that. So I haven't been donating a lot to anybody.
I plan on getting out of town for a couple places, but I'm not going too far. I mean, yeah, the places I'm going to are in Kansas, so I'm not going too far.
What do you mean? What do you mean, Oklahoma? Because I mean, I know it's hard to understand when people write in the chat. Sometimes things get misconstrued. So, what do you mean?
Man, I came in here so they didn't have to listen to you talk to your friend. God damn it! You want me to go back outside? Fuck! I'll go back outside. I don't give a fuck.
But yeah, so my whole point is that, man, like, It's people are grown, man. It's their own fucking money. Don't criticize them how they spend their money, man. That's how they want to do it. That's how they want to do it.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. You'll know who the ones that they want to donate like once every 4 or 5 months, you know.
Oh yeah. And you see them. I mean,
that's not a big deal.
well, and then you see them out there, man, on YouTube, dude. You know the people. Like, there's people out there that, you know, it seems like every time they get on, they do a fucking live stream. They're supposed to be part of the 1A community, and I'm gonna say that loosely. But every time they do a live stream, they're talking about, oh man, I don't like to ask you guys for anything, man, but you know what? I need a couple bucks for this, and I need a couple bucks for that. You know what I'm saying? You see that shit, so I mean, you're a smart person. If you're not a smart person, that's on you. But I'm a smart person. I ain't giving no money to no stupid ass like that.
Man, that screen sucks. I might have to get my other phone out. This screen sucks.
Yeah, I'm actually, Joko, I'm about to kill this live. I'm about to kill this live, man. I just wanted to get that off my chest. That was a little thing on my chest, you know. E-begging is awful, but I got what you're saying, ANCAP. E-begging is awful, but what do you consider e-begging? Am I e-begging? Told loan me 20. Hey, Cat, if I had it right now, I'd loan it to you, though, for real, for real. But what do you consider e-begging? You know what I'm saying? That's the whole question is what do people consider e-begging? Am I e-begging because Nightbot drops my fucking Cash App links? Is that e-begging? So am I begging? What do people consider e-begging? Am I e-begging because Nightbot drops my fucking Cash App links? Is that e-begging? We got to echo. Am I e-begging because... yeah, I'm not doing a stream. Give me money. Give me money.
Yep. Well, that's what I would consider e-begging, is always asking, always asking, always asking. But if you just drop it in like subtly, or, you know, put the link there subtly, that's different, and it's on you if you want to donate. Cool. If not, then I'm growing up and I'll handle my own affairs either way, you know.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying, ANCAP. That's e-begging. Yeah, you're right. But you know what, though, Blind Man, I am about to end this stream, dude.
Cool. No worries. All right. Well, it's nice hanging out with you for a little bit.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming up, bro.
All right. Good deal. You take care.
All right, man. Later.
All right, bye.
So, everybody, the last few people that are in here, Aiden, definitely thanks for staying in here the whole time. Johnny Bravo been in here the whole time. Oklahoma been in here the whole time. You guys are awesome. Late night. Hope you feel better, sweetheart. Kat, you've been in here the whole time. Thank you guys, and I appreciate you guys, man. But with that, you know how we do this.
This shit I'm out, no thanks. Don't mind me, I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me please, fuck this shit I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit I'm out.
Y'all, I'm motherfucking Toad for life. That's me, y'all. And I'm out this bitch. Toodles.